morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, I'm jumping on real quick. And then this is it. This is it, y'all. I am going to take a break for the rest of the month. Unless something really big comes up that I feel like I need to speak on. I'm hoping it doesn't. But we've just been in so much mess. So much stuff has been going on. Here in the city where I live in Richmond, Virginia. And if you have not heard about Huguenot High School's graduation the other day, that basically, graduation got shot up, and the people who lost their lives and got injured during that whole thing, it has made national news. So my condolences and my heartfelt sympathy goes out to everyone involved in that. But I am here in Richmond, Virginia. That happened at the Altria Theater downtown on VCU's campus. What was so interesting is I was at the Altria the night before, at the Kevin Hart show. So I was working that show, and the next day, Huguenot High School had their graduation, and it got shot up. So, my heart hurts for our world right now. And so I just wanted to jump on really quickly because I have a client at 10 o'clock, and I just wanted to speak to what's going on in the world right now. I want us to be really, really mindful of our spirit and our soul and our energy. We're in a really treacherous time right now. And I need you to understand something. And you may not fully understand this. There's a lot of people that don't get it. And that's, it is what it is. But if you believe in God, if you believe in an omnipotent creator, an omnipotent power in the universe that I believe in, that created everything, right? And he is all good, all knowing, everywhere, all the time, then it would be foolish of you to believe, because they're opposites in our world, right? Up, down, in, out, right? Everything, yin, yang, everything has an opposite. You'd be foolish to believe that there's not a force, a spiritual force, that is the opposite of everything that's good, everything that's kind. There is. And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe that there is an opposite force to God. And that is the devil. That is Satan. And let me tell y'all something. He has been running amok for a long time. He's been down here a long time. Okay? However, his time is growing short. And so he's got to ramp up the foolishness. I want you to remember this always. This is something that I share with a lot of my clients in session when they're going through a loss or they're grieving the loss of someone. And they're Christians. They're people of faith. Sometimes people will say to me, why does God allow this? Why is there so much death and dying? And, a lot of people tend to blame God. But the reality is God doesn't take anyone. I've never bought the whole, God called them home. God sent for them. God took them. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That's not who our God is. And if you read your Bible, you'll know that. God is not plucking people off the earth because, I just want them here with me. No, he wants you to live forever. God wants you to live forever. But guess who is killing people? Guess who is killing, innocent people, babies? Guess who is the author of confusion? Guess who is created all diseases, all accidents, all of the foolishness that we see? Guess who has created all of that? Guess who is constantly telling you lies and who's created all the foolishness we see? The devil, because I want you to keep this in mind. Everything that has breath, I just finished listening to this song. Everything that has breath should praise the Lord. And guess what? If something does not have breath, if it ceases to exist, if it dies, it cannot praise the Lord. So think about that. Who is out here trying to make sure that nothing has breath so that it can't praise the Lord? It's the devil. That's who is causing all of this confusion. God does not cause anyone to die. God does not call anyone home. I hate to break it to you, but that's the truth. God is not behind your loved one dying. The devil is behind your loved one dying. Sin is the reason for death. That's the reason why we die of old age, is sin. It was God's intention for us to live forever. But the devil is taking people out left and right. Like, he's taking people out left and right. And let me tell you how clever he is. And I'm going off on a tangent. This ain't even what I came to talk about. But the Spirit is moving me right now to speak on this. Think about it like this. If the devil takes your baby, if the devil takes your husband or your wife, if the devil takes your mother or your father, especially if they're young, right? That's one person that cannot praise God. And then the devil is so clever that he puts the idea in people's minds that God was responsible for the loved one's death. And then you not wanting to praise God. You not wanting to believe, oh, this evil God that would take my mother or my father or my child or my brother or my sister or my loved one. Oh, forget him. You stop going to church. You stop reading your Bible. You stop believing that that Jesus is your Savior. So how many people has God now, has Satan taken out? One person dying, one person being killed, one person being murdered. How many people has Satan now made certain that they could not praise God? So you have the person that's gone. Then you have all the other people that are upset about that person dying. They don't want nothing to do with God either. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. God does not call anybody home. If you never heard this before, let me lay it on you. God is not the reason why your loved one didn't make it. God is not the reason why your loved one was murdered or killed or died. No, he don't work that way. And if you read the book, you will know who God is. He does not work that way. Okay? Especially since Jesus died for you. So what he look like calling y'all home and killing everybody and Jesus died for you? I mean, that don't make no sense. But it says that the adversary is roaming around like a ferocious lion, seeing who he can destroy. Like, that's the only reason he exists, is to cause confusion. And oh my gosh, the world is full of confused people. Full of confusion. I can't even watch television no more. I haven't watched the news and I don't know how long. I can't even watch television no more because of all the confusion. I can barely scroll on social media because of all the confusion. But that is Satan's job, is to pit people against each other. So now we're about to jump into the topic, because I done went clear off on somewhere else. But when God downloads it in me, I got to give it to you. That's it. It's called obedience. I got to say it. So there you go. So my heart goes out to the folks here in my city. My city has been struggling for a long time. I've lived here 20 years. And I've not had a lot of good things to say about Richmond, Virginia. I haven't. I own it. This is not my favorite place. I'm considering relocating, maybe in the next year or two. But we have a lot of issues here, as many other cities do. Like, my city is not, I'm not going to single out my city, because many cities have problems. Oh my gosh, there's cities all over our country. Our whole country's got problems, right? But my heart goes out to the people here in my city. It really does, because it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But we have to understand who's behind all the mayhem. Our war is not against flesh and blood. Our war is not against people. It is against the principality, the spirit that is on our world. The things that are happening in our world, a human mind can't even create. It has to come from something else. You got to believe that. So I'm about to jump into this topic very quickly because I don't have much time. I got to meet a client at 10 o'clock in person here in my office. Who is benefiting from men and women hating each other? And this is going to require some critical thinking on your part. I need you to critically think. And what is critical thinking? It means that we can step outside of our worldview. We can step outside of our box. We can step outside of our hurt, our pain, our wounds. And we can try, right? That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to try to step outside of what you know, of what hurt you, what happened to you, okay? Try to gain other perspective. Who benefits? Who benefits from men and women hating each other? I want us to make a commitment, especially if you're on my platform. Please make a commitment. I'm begging you. Make a commitment that you will not post this polarizing content, right? The content that I post is to get people to think, to get conversation started. It is not meant to polarize. However, I will take accountability right now and say, I will be more mindful about what I post. I will be more mindful. The things that I post, though, is to get people thinking, critically thinking, and conversation started. Respectful conversation. I am not bashing the men. I am not coming for the women. Okay? I am posting things to make you think, to give you some insight, to create aha moments, because you never know where an aha moment is going to come from. I've had aha moments from a chance encounter, a post, an email, I mean, all kinds of stuff, meeting people in my DMs. You have to be open to that. You have to be open to learning and growing and hearing a different perspective. I want you to make that commitment that you are not going to get on this train that is headed to nowhere, that says women are the problem, that says men are the problem, that hates an entire sex, an entire gender. That is not helping us. Who benefits from that? No one. I've been married to a raging narcissist, okay? And I love men. That is one small part of my entire experience on this earth. That's a small part. I have had more good men in my life than bad. And I am still not going to get on here and say, men are crazy, men are bad, men are wrong, men cheat, men lie. No, some men do cheat, some men do lie, some women cheat, some women lie. We have to be willing to look outside of our personal perspective. Because once you put those glasses on and you never take them off, I'm going to keep it real with you all. That is going to keep showing up. If you keep telling that story of the narcissist, of the crazy woman or the cheating woman, that's going to keep showing up. That's the energy that you're in, and that's all you're going to see. And guess what? The more you see it, the more you believe it. And then you say it, and then you see it, and then you believe it. You have to be willing to tell a different story. One of the things that I decided this month, when this month started, is to tell a different story. To tell a different story about the city I live in, about the people I come across, about men, about women, about relationships, about love, about spirituality. I decided to start telling a different story because I don't want to keep seeing what I've seen. I want to see something different, and I hope you do too. If you were in a toxic relationship with a toxic person, if you were in a relationship that hurt you, if you got blindsided, if you got divorced, got broken up with, or whatever happened, I want you to know that is a small part of your story. Please don't keep telling that story. Don't keep telling that story to everyone who will listen, because you're going to keep creating that same story over and over and over. And what we tend to do as humans, we then say, there's something wrong with me. It's about me. I'm broken. There's something wrong with me. Or we do what everybody else is doing now. It's something wrong with men. It's something wrong with women. So it's either something's wrong with us, or there's something wrong with men, or there's something wrong with women. No, there's something wrong with that person. There's something going on inside of that person that couldn't show up for you in a healthy way, that couldn't love you in a healthy way. That's it. That particular scenario, that particular choice that you made, that is it. You do not have to take your ex-wife keeping your children away from you, suing you in court, taking half of everything you own. You don't have to put that on every other woman. You do not have to put your husband or your narcissistic boyfriend, and he cheated on you and he lied and he took money from you or whatever he did. You don't have to put that on every man. You want to see something different? You want to experience something different because it's out there. It's out there. Something different is out there. Something good is out there. Something great is out there. You have to stop telling the same story. It is as simple as that. You have to be willing to stop telling that story. That is a part of your past. That is a small part of what happened to you in your life. And maybe there are other bad parts that happen. Maybe you've experienced that multiple times, but I'm going to be real with you and you're not going to like what I'm about to say. It's because that's the story that you're telling. That's the story that you're telling, and that's what keeps coming back over and over and over again. It can't happen any other way. You have to know that. You cannot think about evil and expect good to show up. It just doesn't work that way. That's a universal spiritual law. Whatever you're talking about and thinking about and ruminating on, that is what is going to show up over and over again. Please make the commitment with me that you will not sign up and be a part of this train that we're on. I will not. I do not hate men. Okay? I don't. They're not my enemy. They are my ally. It will never be men against women. It will never be women against men. It will be men and women against this crazy world. We need each other. We need each other. We need each other. I want you to be more discerning. I want you to choose well. I want you to take your time. I want you to get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mouth right. Because if you're still thinking about the same old story, if you're still telling the same old story, if you're still feeling away, that is exactly what's going to show up over and over again. So that's it. I want you to make the commitment with me. I will not get on this polarizing, all men are bad, all women are bad. You know, men are crazy out here, women are crazy out here. No. Our war is not against flesh and blood. It's not. I have recently started to bring the fight to who exactly the fight should be brought to, and that is the devil. That is the devil. He will not win. He will not win, and he can take me clean out, and he will not win as long as long as I have breath. As long as I have breath in my body, I will praise the Lord. I will praise the Lord. I will live right. I will do right. As long as I have breath in my body. I will not hate anyone. So please make that commitment with me. Let's stop the foolishness. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking this break. Don't come on my platform with the negativity. Don't come on my platform with the foolishness. I've gotten a little bit stronger in doing this. I try to give people grace. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to see the negativity under my posts or on my platform. I don't, and I won't tolerate it anymore. If you don't have anything positive to say, if you don't have anything insightful to say, if you're not a critical thinker, there's the door. There's the door. I do not want people like that on my platform. I get it. We've all been hurt. We've all been wounded. We've all been hurt by someone of the opposite sex. We've all loved and lost and had unrequited love and all of that, myself included. And yet, if we want something different, we have to do something different. We can't keep telling that same story. We can't. And I won't. I've already made that commitment at the top of the month. I won't. So I'm not doing it. And I'm not going to let you do it on my page either. If you come on my page with the negative posts, with the women ain't this and that, and the men ain't this and that, and calling names, calling me, and definitely, if you calling me names, what will make you think I will allow you to stay here? What in your mind will make you think you're going to come on my platform and talk crazy about me? Like, I really want to understand what's happening in your mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. You keep it classy and respectful here. My page is for high vibrational people. My page is for people who want the solution. Okay? Not want to be part of the problem. If I see that you're part of the problem, I'm going to dismiss you. Point blank, period. Don't come on my page with that nonsense. Okay? I've already made the commitment. I want you to make that commitment too. All right, let me look at your comments really quickly, and then I got to get going. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Kirby D. Trim. Your posts and content are amazing and awesome. Thank you. You share balanced insight in helping families of male men and female women. Thank you for your posts. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for encouraging both men and women to be the best they can be in the home. That in turn positively influences the narrative and culture of our communities, cities, and regions. Thank you. Leave the past behind. Thank you. Yep. We got to leave the past behind. And how about this? I tell people this all the time and they don't believe it. But the truth of the matter is this. This is what God wants you to know. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you've been through. Your best years are in front of you. Sometimes I tell people that and they just, no, Anita, that can't be true. No. Yes. Your best years are in front of you. Your best days, your best months. I believe that. And the reason why is because that's what I can create. That's what I actually have license over. I can create a new story. I can create a new narrative. I can't do anything about what's already happened. I can do something about the future. Your best years are ahead of you. I want you to believe that. But a lot of you are not going to believe that. You're going to push back. I have clients all the time. They're like, no. I'm this age. This has happened. Too much has happened. No, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. But you have to be willing to create it. You have to be willing to speak it into existence. You have to be willing to do something different. That's it. But please commit to being a part of the solution. Be a part of the solution. I'm going to be honest with you. Platforms like mine, they don't have 100,000, 200,000 followers. They don't get tens of thousands of likes. You know, my content went viral last year. I had 2 reels go viral, which it shocked me because platforms like mine don't typically go viral. And the reason being is because I am not monetizing the hate of the genders. I am not monetizing men hating women or women hating men. Like, I don't get paid to turn men against women or women against men. My page is not, polarizing in the sense of, let's, create content that creates all this gender hate. Like, I don't fuel the gender war. I'm trying to be a part of the solution. So, no, I'm going to be honest with you. Things that are positive, things that, are good, especially now in the world we live in, nobody wants to be a part of that. Nobody wants to support that. I'm just being honest. And that's okay, because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But you're not going to see millions of people on my platform because I'm not talking about anything crazy. I'm not trying to pit men and women against each other. I'm actually trying to help people. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a call. Again, I don't know why. It says do not disturb is on. I don't know why. But I'm not trying to pit men and women against each other. And that's a big reason why, I'm not going to get millions of views or millions of followers because people don't want what's good. And again, it's not even people, it's the devil. The devil is going to keep good platforms down because he's like, I don't want people getting some sense talked into them. Heck no. No, I don't want that. I don't want, good people that are actually trying to help and are actually trying to give people solutions. Yeah, I'm not trying to put that out amongst the masses. I'm trying to put the craziness out. I'm trying to put the hate out. I'm trying to get people on that train. So just understand what's going on right now. You got to understand that. The best is yet to come. Thanks for talking different. Thanks for encouraging to think different. Be blessed. Thank you. Yeah, it is. The best is yet to come. I believe that. I believe that. And guess what? I am midlife, so half of my life is gone. And I believe that. Half of my life is gone. So if you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, I mean, what you got to worry about? Half of my life is gone. And I still believe the best is yet to come. My future is bright. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my future. I'm so excited for all the amazing things God has in front of me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I hope that you will make this commitment with me. Okay, she said, we are finding solutions. The devil is a liar. Thank you. I hope y'all make this commitment with me. I'm not going to be a part of the problem. And, you've been hurt. I get it. You've been wounded. You've been disappointed. Bad things have happened. I get it. I empathize. I have nothing but compassion for you all and myself because we all been through something. We've all been through something in this relationship space. And still, and yet, your best love is ahead of you. Your best relationship is ahead of you. You got to believe that. You got to believe that. All right, that's your message for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I am signing off, and I won't be hopefully back on until next month because I need to take a break. I'm going on vacation for a couple of weeks. I will still work here and there throughout that vacation, but my intention is to go to beautiful places, see beautiful things. I will continue to post because a lot of my posts are automated. So I will continue to post some content. I will continue to post some videos and some reels, and some posts and different things. Because like I said, I can do that from MetaSuite. It's all kind of automated. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for going on this ride with me. Thank you for being a critical thinker. Thank you for doing the work. Do the healing work. That's what we need now more than everything. Do that healing work. Be committed to your healing. If we were as committed to our healing as we are committed to our bag or committed to the things we buy or committed to the places we go, oh my God, the world would change. The world would change. It would be a whole different place. So be committed to your healing. And as always, stay open to love.